Okay, guys, Mark Connors, TCR Media Network. I've told you guys that I'm going to be out in a meeting tonight with a bunch of cool, great people. We are at Sumner County Veterans Home, and let's talk with the commander. Commander, would you introduce yourself real quick?
I am Commander Charlene Jackson. I am currently the commander at the American Legion Post in Gallatin and also in charge and running the Sumner County Veterans Home.
Okay, so what have we been discussing here tonight?
We have been discussing ways to raise money to support the veterans and work on the Sumner County Veterans Home, redo some of the rooms, furnish them with refrigerators and microwaves and TVs, dressers, toaster ovens, coffee pots.
Mm-hmm. And who's going to be raising that money for you?
The veterans of Sumner County.
And the Connors Report
and the
listeners.
Connors Report.
Listeners, Bikers
listeners.
for Republic, right? Bikers for Republic also.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bikers for Republic, the Connors Report. Let me say that if it were not for this entity here, the Sumner County Veterans Home, a lot of these guys would be living on the streets or under the bridge. We are, in fact, their last hope in some instances. Some of these fellows don't even have relatives. Their relatives are their neighbors here. And any day, even if it's cold outside, you're going to see, if you drive by here, you're going to see these guys sitting out on their porch talking to each other. Because that's what they do. They gravitate to each other because they have that in common.
Mm-hmm. How many rooms do you have here?
We have
30.
We have 30, but we only are able to rent about 25 or so because
they're not done?
This
We're remodeling them.
We are remodeling them.
Mm-hmm.
We're bringing them up to code so that these folks have a
Don't want
good.
to go that far.
Well, we're not bringing them up to code, but we're bringing them up to where they are able to live comfortably with a roof over their head.
We're ensuring that they have a safe environment that they can lay their head in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Safe and secure environment.
Now, also, somebody had mentioned that you're the only veterans home in the state of Tennessee that's not
We're aware of.
that you're aware of that is being ran by any kind of government assistance. Is that correct?
No federal funding at all. We are
The only American Legion.
the only
post.
American Legion post that owns and operates a veterans home without any financial assistance from any state, federal, or local government.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that means that you guys need help.
Yes,
You need help.
we do need help.
Mm-hmm. What's the best way that we can help you out?
Quite honestly, if you have a lot of skill sets and can come out and spend a couple weeks at a time during the renovation process and have a few dollars to buy the materials, most people don't have that capability, but they do have money, and so we accept money to buy materials or pay for the labor to get this done.
Mm-hmm. Now, when TCR and Bikers for Republic and our listeners and viewers raise money, where's the money going to go to first? It's going to go to to TCR first, correct? And then the money is going to be distributed to you guys. Where will it go when we give it to you?
Where will it go? It will go into our operations account, where we would take and utilize that money to pay tradespeople to come in and do the work, or to buy the necessary equipment and materials, or the furnishings, and at times help pay for the utilities.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what do you guys think about our meeting so far tonight?
I think it's an awesome adventure to be able to team up with someone to get donations to help ensure that they have a safe and secure environment to live in and be maintained.
Cool. Anybody want to pop anything in? Say anything?
I pretty much said what I needed to say, and anything that you can do for us will certainly be taken in and distributed well and used in this facility for these veterans.
Mm-hmm. So what we're doing here is legitimate, correct?
It is
Everybody?
legitimate.
What we are doing here is you guys are a legitimate veterans home, correct? You're here helping people. This is the staff that I'm meeting here tonight is what? Is basically your board?
It is the board members.
It is the board members, okay? Not minus one or two or something like that?
Yes.
Somebody had, a couple of hot dates or something tonight.
We're also a 501c3, C19 charitable organization.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Why should people donate the money to TCR? Why don't they just send it right directly to you?
Because we don't have the skill sets to reach them. The skill sets come from someone like you who is willing to come out and support a veterans organization and to utilize your resources to reach out to the people that you know.
So you guys do know that TCR is going to set up an account, basically, not set up an account. We're going to start a button on our page, basically. Donate to the veterans here at Sumner County Veterans Home, blah, blah, blah. You go through this, because what we're going to be doing is you got a nice big parking lot out there, I noticed.
Yes, we do have a nice big parking lot out there.
Big enough for a concert.
We do have a facility for a concert, and that would be great once the weather warms up just a little bit.
Right, just a little bit.
Once we get our beer license, we could even serve beer.
And when will
That's right.
when will that happen?
I'm not going there on radio because everyone wants to know when the grand opening is, so we won't go there yet, but we're getting closer.
Okay,
It
cool.
will be publicized.
Great. So I think maybe I should do a concert at that day, maybe.
I think you
Hey,
should.
I think that would be wonderful.
Wouldn't that
Mark.
be cool?
We would
That would be
certainly,
cool.
we would certainly appreciate.
And by the way, we have a pitmaster, Mr. Curtis Malone,
Barbecue.
and he
Aha!
loves the barbecue.
And ribs.
And his ribs are unbelievable.
Mr. Silent.
Smoked bologna.
Oh,
Oh, nothing
what?
like a smoked bologna sandwich, nice thick piece between some Texas toast. Yum.
Now, see, people on the West Coast are going, "What the hell did she just talk about?" A bullet? What?
A lot of people already know about Malone's.
Curtis Malone barbecue.
Curtis
People out on the
Malone
West Coast
barbecue.
cannot understand her.
Okay,
It's okay.
so now we're inviting people from all over the world to help us here, correct?
Right?
Yes, sir.
From all over the world.
Let me just interject something.
Yes, sir.
Something here for your followers and listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Since we've been involved with the Veterans Home here, we bought this in order to help our community and help our veterans. Any money that we have ever raised here at this Veterans Home and at the American Legion Post across the street, we've always given it back to our community and given it back to our veterans. Whether it's
Veterans
helping
and
our
children
youth
to youth.
in the programs around here, supporting our youth with through the Young Marines, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, as well as supporting baseball programs here.
Public
It's all
speaking.
about public relations for us and giving back. And that's something that we have done since I've been here 23 years, and we've done that ever since I've been here. Any monies that come in here goes back to support veterans and children in youth programs.
Veterans taking care of veterans. That's what we're all about.
That's counting the times that we have served the community in times of disaster, such as the 2006 tornado. We cooked for 2 weeks and served food. Anybody that wanted to come and need a meal, we fed them.
Plus we
No
went out-
questions.
took
We have
our-
a
took
we
our
have a
concessions.
disaster trailer that is used for disasters and as well as some fundraisers, but it is primarily used for disasters. It is a disaster trailer.
The last 2 tornadoes we had here, we took our trailer out into the area that was most devastated, and we fed all the workers that were out there doing the cleanup, and we probably fed 2,000 to 3,000 people over a period of a week or 2.
Is everybody in this room a veteran?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, real quick, would everybody introduce yourself and where you served, real quick?
Master Sergeant Jackson, Camp Lejeune, and Paris Island,
U.S. Marines,
U.S. Marine Corps, sir.
sir.
Joe Pankowski, 22 years between Navy and Coast Guard.
Jerry Carmack, I was in the U.S. Army. Most of my time was at Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Okay,
I did
sir.
a few little trips, but most of it was at Fort
She's not
Knox.
listening.
Sir.
Curtis Malone. I served 3 years. U.S. Army, Alaska, 18 months. 12 months at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and I'm a 36-year retiree of the Army Corps of Engineers, civilian employee.
I'm Greg Johnson, served 6 years in the Navy on board the USS Suribachi.
John Griffith, Sergeant, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam, 67, 68 jet offensive, siege of Khe Sanh.
Raymond Forrester, I'm the finance officer for American Legion Post 17, United States Marine Corps Sergeant.
Excellent. Sir, I see that you're wearing a hat that says Purple Heart on it.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us about that real fast?
I have
Did you get shot in the ass?
no. That's one of the places that I did not get injured. I have 3 Purple Hearts, and I was wounded in Vietnam.
Wow, sir, thank you so very much for your service. So did you get shot in the ass?
No.
Okay,
I kept
just
that
making
down.
sure.
I kept that down. I was stabbed.
I see where your show goes. I love it.
I was
Sense
stabbed
of humor.
and shot twice.
Wow.
So now he said he was at the siege of Khe Sanh, and that is a feat by itself.
That was a battle within battles.
He was under siege for about 67 days, I believe.
Unbelievable, sir. Are you hanging? You're good, right? With life, you're good. You're stable.
For the most part. These
For the
folks
most
would-
part.
These folks will tell you that I'm not.
On any given day, any one of us can have a reaction to anyone.
Look, you know what? I want to point something out, guys, real fast, and ladies. How do you guys do on 4th of July? Okay. All right. See, doesn't that tell you something?
I don't have any problems with the 4th of July. I did not see combat like some of these guys do.
I'm like a turtle.
Sir, how do you do on 4th of July?
If my wife is able, we go out and watch the fireworks.
He's saying you don't spaz during
I don't spaz. I have a nice drink before I go, and I'm
He's on
pretty-
some strong drugs.
Yeah, but you know what? Just driving down the road, guys, come on. When you hear that big, freaking, loud-ass boom, does your heart still drop to the toes?
It does, and
Do your dingles still hit the pavement?
exactly.
Yes.
And
No motorcycle.
it's
And
not,
he's like, wow, you have a TV show? You talk about this crap on your TV show? Yeah, this is the Connors Report. Everybody has a sense of humor on our show. They love the veterans, too, so.
I have been known to take a shit fit from time to time. Loud noises don't bother. If I know they're coming, that's fine.
But if you don't know they're coming,
It's not pretty.
yeah, doesn't that suck?
It does.
We've had instances where we did honor guards in some of the cemeteries, and we'd have, people joining the cemeteries with children. Sometimes they would hear the rifles report for that funeral, and it would make them extremely nervous. I think sometimes the veterans are more calmer than the neighborhood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fired weapons here, we test fire them after we clean them, and we always call the police office, and tell them that we're gonna do that. Trying to give them a heads up, and they still get reports, of gunfire, and we've actually had
You
officers
didn't
come
get
out here,
yours.
looking, checking the scene, make sure everything was like, we said it was.
Now,
Any veteran, I think, after a while, will get used to fireworks and the backfires and stuff. But if you're in a lot of fire, it might be a different situation.
I know guys that literally still go into the closet and turn on the headphones.
I've seen people get.
Depends on the battles that
If
it's
they
on.
heard a car backfire, they'd be on the
Where you were at.
road, or dirt, mud puddle, whatever. They was on the ground.
I
Yeah.
feel like a turtle.
I know guys
And
like that.
times
And now, Janice, is that your name?
This is Joyce.
Joyce. Joyce, what do you do?
I am the secretary.
She runs the show.
She runs the show.
She's the go-to
I do.
person.
Usually it's a woman that
Everything.
does, isn't it? It's always the
She
woman that
is
really
the
does.
go-to person.
In today's word, she's the staff assistant.
Staff assistant. All right, so did we have a good productive meeting here tonight?
think
You guys
so.
all think so, right? Anything you guys want to say to America out there, or to the world, actually?
I'd
Anything?
like to say something.
Yes, sir.
Connors. I, for one, appreciate you being interested enough in the veterans to try to help us complete our mission over here at the Summer County Veterans Home.
You're very
Thank
welcome,
you
sir.
for knowing that.
It's actually an honor. It's an honor for me to do so. Okay, guys.
Cool.
Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.